Namaste to all. A very interesting and important question. The question from not only one or two YouTube viewers, many YouTube viewers who are married women. The question they ask me is it necessary to have kids in Grihastha? Can I decide not to have kids? So we must try to find, since the question has come to me, obviously I will try to answer from the Vedas only. There are 2-3 scenarios here. Number one question is direct, that I do not want to have kid. As a woman, I don't want to have kid with, after marriage in the Grihastha, number one. And number two, probable reason could also be that my husband is not interested, I am interested. So in first case, I am not interested, my husband is interested. And in second case, my husband is not interested, but I am interested. And there could be other case where both of them are probably interested, but they are unable to conceive. So first we will try to understand the Vedic answer for the first two. The Vedic answer for the first two is beautifully explained by my Acharya in his website vedamandir.com. Rigveda Mandal 10th, Sukta 85 and Mantra number 14 very clearly explains. Brahmamuni is an Acharya from Arya Samaji. He has explained after 7th Mandal, he has written many commentaries on Veda Bhashya. And Brahmamuni's other books like Sankhya Darshana also is very famous, I think also Vedanta Darshana. So Brahmamuni also has written the same thing what my Acharya has written in vedamandir.com in English. Brahmamuni says in Sanskrit, Tasya vadvaha vivaha phalam prichamana vivaha phalam. What is the reason? Tasyaha means tasya, the women and the men, they are getting married. What is the vivaha phalam? What is the reason they are getting marriage, or what is the aim of the marriage? That is the subject of the mantra. Almighty God gives the knowledge in terms of asking a question and answering in the same mantra, where it says Sarvendriyani, the Indriya. When you are getting married, Almighty God says you are getting married at an younger age, let's say 25 years of, the male age is 25 and the female age is little bit less, maybe 5-6 years less. Or the male age is, let's say, 30 years, the female age is little bit less, 5-6 years less. Sarva Indriyani, your Indriya, your Jnanendriya, your Karmendriya, your mind and intellect and your body is Tandrust, is pretty good. You have maintained Brahmacharya, you are entering Grihastha, and that is the time to get married. And after marriage, what is the phalam? What is the aim of the marriage? Almighty God says, Pitaro Pusha Putraha Avrinita Mata Pitaro Vadu Varo Bhavi Jivanasya Poshayita Putraha Praptavan. They must try to become parents. The aim of the marriage is to continue the Grihastha and get kids in the Grihastha. And Putra does not mean only male. See, please understand, Putra here is indicating Jivatma. That, they must conceive a kid. It can be male or female. That doesn't matter. But then the reason why you got married is you are young people and you are getting married at an young age and you can produce offsprings. And Almighty God says in Grihastha, produce offsprings. Why? Because Bhavi Jivanasya Poshayita. You will take care of the kid, and at older age the kid also will take care of you. If it's a female member, she gets married and goes away to her in-laws house. So the responsibility of the son-in-law is to take care of the in-laws of the or the parents of the women. So this is the knowledge given by Almighty God. Almighty God is very straight. The only reason you are getting married, the aim of marriage is to get kids. So answering to the first two questions, the husband is interested, the wife is not interested, the wife is interested, the husband is not interested. What is the answer from Vedas? Veda says, no, if you are entering Grihastha, you must produce kids. You are not interested. There could be many reasons why somebody is not interested. Somebody is focusing on career. Somebody says that, okay, I am in Grihastha, I am forcefully married by my parents, so I don't want to have a responsibility in Grihastha. So this is not the case in the Vedic Dharma. In Vedic Dharma, marriage is performed after completing the education. So the child the child gets grown into women and the child gets grown into men. So men and women get married. Child marriage is prohibited in Vedas. So when men and women get married, a boy and girl who at a matured age gets married, they know very clearly what they have to do with their life. So they are matured people. We cannot say that I am forced by my parents, so I got married, I don't want to get kids. This is not acceptable by Almighty God. There is no forceful marriage in the Vedas. In fact, Manu Bhagavan says, if you cannot find a right suitable boy for your girl, it's better the girl stays at your home until death. Don't force her to get married. So this is very clear. So when you establish the marriage, when you do Grihasthashrama, you must have kids, is what Almighty God says in Vedas. It is our own decision to go against Vedas or follow Vedas. It's our own decision. And also, somebody may have a thinking that I do not have enough income to sustain even two people. How can I have a kid? In that case, I cannot comment on personal situations, but we must understand that when you do righteous act, when you have a knowledge of Vedas from childhood, you can never end in a situation where you do not have money, because you will be intelligent, you will be capable, you will be able to get a good job, or you will be able to do a good business. This is for sure, and Almighty God showers His blessings in Vedas. When you do everyday Agnihotra, when you adopt Vedas in your life, when you are controlling your senses, then definitely you will not be a poor person. This is the blessings of Almighty God in Vedas. So, and the last case is when the husband and wife, they are having a medical problem after marriage. They want to have kids, but they cannot have kids because of medical issues. In that case, yes, it is our own karma. Because of our own karma, medical issues has happened and I cannot have kids. That's okay. In that case, I always have a quotation in my office, my personal philosophy: acceptance is peace. When you cannot produce kids, don't compare your life with others. When you see the next door person has two kids, your friend in the next door, your wife's friend, they have a good family, they have two kids, they have three kids, they are happy. Don't compare your life with them, because normally human tendency is we see others. The next door person got a car, I must get a car. The next door person is going on a holiday to Switzerland, why I cannot go? Don't compare your life. Acceptance is peace. Try to accept, okay, it's a medical issue. In that case, sometimes I have seen some of my very close contacts from YouTube only. The woman is okay, the husband is having a problem to because of medical issues. In that case, I always advise, you must accept your husband and give full cooperation and do not blame him. Similarly, vice versa, you must accept that your wife cannot produce baby, but you must give 100% cooperation and support until death. This is the sankalp what you gave in the marriage. So do not blame others. If you cannot get kids due to whatever reasons, medical reasons, you must accept. Then acceptance is peace. In that case, what should we do? What should one do? Is accept that you cannot get kids. Please proceed your life towards tapasya. Please dedicate your life towards tapasya. Dedicate your life towards Vedic Dharma. Dedicate your life towards worship of Almighty God. Then God will definitely help you and you will get peace of mind. You will not get into the trap of comparison with the other person or with the neighborhood, etc. This is very, very important. Without spirituality in your life, in our life, we cannot establish peace, even if you have kids or even if you do not have kids. This is very, very important. And when you have kids also, my kid is not studying properly, her kid is studying properly, he is going to karate class, my kid cannot do anything. This kind of comparison, leave it. If you have kid, try to bring up the kid to the best of your capability. Whatever money you have, send to a better school if possible. If you cannot afford a better school, try to send him or her to a school, and you try to give support to your kid. You try to give extracurricular support and try to spend some time with your kids. I am telling this, I have never spent time with my daughter, but I always inspire my daughter. Okay, I'm supporting you. My daughter is a mediocre kid in terms of education, but me and my wife, we have always supported her. Okay, it's fine, you don't have to come first. First is try to get pass mark. Okay, after pass mark, try to get maybe 50%. Then try to go to 70%. When you encourage your kid, I have seen my daughter getting really good marks in a university or in a higher class. but do not expect that your kid has to become first rank always. He or she must be super good, super good. Don't put pressure on them, and try, if possible, try to educate your kid. Like, I'm a poor teacher for my daughter, for sure. My wife is much better, so I have never made my kids study. It's not my cup of tea, but my wife could do it. Similarly, in grihastha ashrama, try to have an understanding. And sometimes both husband and wife cannot do it, then try to go for external help or tuitions. But moral values you have to keep in you. In my case, fortunately, I am fortunate to have an acharya, so we try to follow Vedic dharma at our house. So my kid try to see, okay, so my daughter has started, she never misses her daily agnihotra. Come what may, she does alone. If I have to go early, like I have to go to office at 7 o'clock, so I get up at 4:30. I finish my havan at 5:30, 6 o'clock. My daughter is still sleeping, or she just wakes up. She does her havan with her mom, or she does it alone and she goes to college or school. So this kind of moral values you must try to inculcate in kids. Instead of comparing that, okay, you are not able to score good, your friend is scoring good. This kind of comparison will spoil her life, spoil his life, and spoil your peace of mind in house. So grihastha ashrama is extremely important, and kids never learn by your education. They will learn by what you practice at your house. If you are a smoker, if you are a drinker, if you are having bad habits, when your kids see it, they will also develop the same. They will not say that, okay, you are smoking in your house, and you say to your son, school going son or college going son, don't smoke, smoking is a bad habit. He sees you that you are smoking and saying that don't smoke. So they will copy paste you mostly in terms of the habits, but they will not copy paste you in terms of your success. They will have their own genes, and they have their own outlook. They are mature. Try to give a good support to them. Don't try to be very strict on certain things. Try to be strict on certain things, and try to give a loose hand on certain things. So this is grihastha ashrama. We must try to be very, very intelligent in handling our family. And when you cannot have kids, it's okay. So don't compare with the world, that they are having kids, they are happy. Kid is not defining your happiness. Your happiness is defined by what you do in your life. What is the good thing you can do in your life for yourself and to others? That is defining your happiness. Having a kid or not having the kid is not defining happiness. But God says, in grihastha ashrama, if you have kid, he or she will protect you in your old age, and you can protect her in the younger age, vice versa. But if you cannot have kid, it's okay, due to medical issues. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.